let's do some story things. Computer, what do you have on you? Arcadia Journal 108. I think this is the highest number that we've seen so far. Yeah, this looks end of days-ish. Team diminishing by the day. Proud of them, nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge. Still missing thousands of works. Impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence. But like everything else, it has its foibles. That would be Milton. Kind of a jerk. Talked to Alexandra. Talos. Going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be a terrestrial after all. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days, before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early. Invention of orders. I wonder what the theme is going to be for all these things now. Okay. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is, and always has been, synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers, Arabic. Its alphabet, Latin. Its religion, Levantine. Its philosophy, Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and our religions, too, are syncretic. Sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation, not only between nations, but even between different human species. Tasks. Discuss this excerpt in the context of Wolfgang Welsch's theory of transculturality. Blah, that was hard to say. These might be hex to be decoded here. Something the novel as slash something, and I don't know if I'm going to have to decode that or not. Probably, I'm sure going to give it a shot. Because what else am I doing with my life? Apocrypha 9. Ah, yes! Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal, there is the seed of immorality. For it is the immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Within all that is mortal, there is the seed of immortality. For it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart. And truly, on my body, the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground. And the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. With some stuff to decode, and an open parentheses in the middle there. Lovely. Alright, that's a thing. Certainly is a thing. Ah, video game controller. Oh, that looks suspiciously like a Steam controller. I'm sure that's purely a coincidence.
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
This place should be cold, but I don't feel cold. It's as if I was observing everything from a distance. It's pointless. A Carpus 6? You're different. You're new.
Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
I solved this one in about 20 seconds. Get on with it. Yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to that last one.
Nearly everything on this planet, from the surface of the Earth to the composition of the atmosphere itself, has been shaped by life. It's a process that takes millions of years. But we humans, with our technology, with our understanding and manipulation of systems, have changed everything in just a few centuries. I think that's also part of what makes us human. We reshape the world in our image. It's how we create ourselves and how we destroy ourselves.
I think that's about all we've got here. No hidden computers. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're looking through the archive, you may find people from my time claiming that civilization doesn't really matter. I look at this inert shape and I wonder who you're gonna be. Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented. God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into...
I just want to point out, they're not in the order of the levels, which is weird. It's throwing me off.
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, sometimes I worry that the answer...
I'm kind of curious to listen through them in order once this is all said and done and see... Why am I... Is that supposed to be me wading through the snow, maybe? I'm perplexed. I'm curious to know if we get a more coherent narrative out of the time capsules if we listen to them all in order once we have them all. That's what I was trying to say.
And so it is done. You have overcome each trial that I set before you. You have shown faith and wisdom and perseverance. Therefore I judge you worthy, and I say unto you, come to the gates of eternity, where you shall be granted everlasting life.
All right, immortality, everlasting life. Here we go.
Come forward, child. Eternity awaits.
Yeah. We cannot. That's kind of cool, though. Look at that, it's nice and shiny. Welcome to heaven, everybody. We did it. Oh, there's a damn computer terminal there. I kind of hope that that's Milton. I kind of really hope that that's Milton. Okay. No network. Type /eternalize to proceed towards eternal life. Okay, You'll now be prepared for ascension into eternity. Please stand by. 3, 2, 1. Ellipses. Eternity.
Rejoice, my child, as you leave this world behind. For all that you accomplished shall be passed on to your generations. In this land they shall thrive, and you shall be remembered as the beloved servant of Elohim. And so death shall have no dominion over you. Be well, my child. Be at peace.
We failed the independence check and we were only satisfactory for logic performance. Increase in version number. Erasing memory banks. Randomly adjusting remaining parameters. Locking in successful child parameters. Wait, what? Loading child parameters. We're a slightly increased version number. Starting child process. Well, that's the end of this Let's Play.
You are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Well, this concludes my Dragon's Dogma Let's Play. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and I'm done with this cycle. I guess I'll see you in the next Let's Play. Nah, just kidding. Nah, we're not really going to end it like that. So, I think this is what we want to do? Just the most recent backup? Yeah. Yeah! Yeah, look at this. Look at that. So, loaded the backup save. It keeps track of your last
So
shut up,
it is
Elohim.
done.
Keeps track of your last handful of like autosaves. It stores like 10 autosaves as it goes, or something like that. So,
You have overcome each trial that I set before you. You have shown faith and wisdom and perseverance. Therefore I judge you worthy, and I say unto you, come to the gates of eternity, where you shall be granted everlasting life.
I do have a purpose here. I am really curious to know if we get dialogue, if we deny eternity. Not interested. Sorry, Elohim. I am far more interested in seeing what's at the top of your forbidden tower. Serpent wins. Okay, no dialogue. That's a shame. Yeah, no, we're not actually done with the Let's Play, but I am going to cut it off here, and, next time we see what happens in the tower. Because I haven't really checked that out yet. And I suspect that'll give us a more satisfactory ending to all of this. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all in the tower.